Angeles has a serious need for more housing, so some are raising questions about why there are lots in the city that just sit empty. KCAL News reporter Nik Zecevic takes a look at the issue.
This has got to go. I mean, it's an impromptu public park.
A green space in LA's dense Koreatown neighborhood, but not the kind most residents would hope for.
There's tons of trash that's super scary at nighttime, and then there's tons of like rats and stuff.
When you have green space like this that is smack dab in the middle of a dense community, people will use it. People walk their dogs here. I mean, also it does attract people who are houseless, so there have been encampments here as well. If you actually look, the gates, they've been actually torn down, so people are using the space here.
From much-needed housing to derelict lot, Arturo Reyes, a longtime resident, says just a few years ago, this plot of land had 2 apartment buildings on it.
One of my neighbors was living in a building here, so they got paid for moving out.
The story of this vacant lot highlights just one of the many facets of LA's complex housing crisis, a crisis that Koreatown community activist John Yee spends a lot of time thinking about.
I think from a community's perspective, when we see a lot, what we see is housing, the possibility of places where people live. But in the marketplace, this is not just housing, this is a commodity, something you buy and sell. There are these incentives to keep lots empty, to keep units vacant, to keep buildings empty in anticipation of wealthier clients.
Now, it's estimated that the city of Los Angeles has over 22,000 empty lots like this one next to me, 10% of which are owned by the city of Los Angeles.
Property owners, they are doing what is in their most economic best interest. They need to make a buck, right? That is how marketplaces work. But the community also needs more housing.
But the city is taking action when it comes to mediating that balance between the marketplace and the well-being of the city's most vulnerable residents.
Just a few blocks over from where we just were on 6th and Hobart, this vacant lot right behind me, once a preschool many years ago, could soon be a construction site. Plans have been submitted for 100% affordable housing right here, and it's thanks to Executive Directive 1.
That's an executive order signed by Mayor Karen Bass in 2022. It expedites the development of affordable housing. Many more executive orders have been signed since, aimed at tackling this very issue. But for now, these neighborhood parks nobody asked for will remain. In Koreatown, Nik Zecevic, KCAL News.